I'll show you a couple of things about how and when to expect a foal and what we do on our farm. So first I'll show you the fencing here. It's probably not great fencing, but it's solid net, which makes it less likely for the foal to then roll off and down into the river, which wouldn't be a very good thing. And also what we have done is that we have put the mare is going to have a foal together with a few other horses. So she's no longer in the main big herd. She's in a much smaller herd. And the area here has kind of a forest up there where she can then go and be alone away from the other horses. But let's see if we can find her and see if we see any signs of foaling. Here she is. Having a bit of hay. Yes, you do. Good girl. And you know, among the first things I notice is that if they kind of become slack here, in this part of the body here, and especially also here, like they become kind of loose in the hindland and not as filled, that's a sign the foal is coming. But another thing I pay attention to is the tits. And see here, yes, they are starting to fill up and become bigger. And there is like water in them. That's completely normal. It's usually just before the foal comes, that's when you get the white milk. I'd say it's still at least a couple of days. She's eating, interacting with the others. No milk. Hind part nice and round. And although she was supposed to have the foal, I think a week ago, then the foal isn't coming yet. And I think that's kind of the trick. Hello, Curly! That's kind of the trick with horses. They are pregnant for about 11 months and 11 days. Plus minus 2 weeks at least. There is the foal. Yeah, maybe I'm going to chase some of the horses a bit away. Go away. What a pretty foal. A bit surprised she would give birth here by the food and together with the others. Why didn't she go up there in the forest? Just to check the placenta, which is then here, to see if it's whole and isn't lacking any pieces. And as you can see, there aren't lacking any pieces here. All the edges are kind of tight, no tears. others. This is quite important because if you have a piece of the placenta left in the mare, she can become very sick and get laminitis and even die. Yeah, looks perfect. She's like, now you better get up. I was like, don't know how. There you go. Standing for the first time. Which often involves falling for the first time. Still standing. Yeah, I think I might just stay here a while because the others are so curious. And help her fend them off, because it is quite unusual to give birth just by the food and together with the others. Going away and being alone is a more normal thing to do, but anything can happen. Curly's like, I'm only grazing. He is so curious. He'll probably graze his way straight to the foal. But there's still a good distance here. And I am between them. So I'm not touching the foal or, you know, doing anything like that. I might actually try to keep my distance a bit more. Because these foals can actually attach to the first thing that appears in their life. And it's not necessarily their mother. It can be another gelding or a human or whatever. The guard, so that curly boy here doesn't interfere either. Yeah, Curly, we are a bit curious, you and I. We have to leave them alone. Yes, very important. Curly is like dying of curiosity here. He so wants to go see the foal. I'm like, no. Yeah, go play with old Glanny. Yeah, this is good. Now Freya and Curly, the most curious of them all, are now eating hay. And Glanny is here helping the mother with watching the foal so that she can be alone with her foal. So this is really good because he's staying close, but he's not trying to, you know, interact with the foal or sniff the foal or lick the foal. But if the others come closer, he is going to chase them away. Good boy, Glanny, yes. He is kind of their guardian grandpa. And now the foal is looking for milk. And she is standing quietly and allowing the foal to find the milk.